3 days ago, they told my daughter I was dead. Not missing, not injured. Gone. They said there was nothing left to find. And if I had been 1 second slower, they would have been right. The road was empty. No cars behind me, none ahead. Just one long stretch cutting through dry hills and silence. I remember thinking how quiet it felt. Too quiet. Like the world had stepped back for a moment. Then I pressed the brake. Nothing. I pressed harder. Nothing. Again. Still nothing. The car didn't slow down. It started moving faster. The road ahead curved sharply. And past that curve, there was no road, just air. My hands locked on the wheel. I turned slightly. No response. I hit the brakes again. Nothing. The wheel felt useless in my hands, like it wasn't connected to anything anymore. I didn't panic right away. That's the strange part. It wasn't fear, it was clarity. I wasn't thinking about dying. I was thinking about her. Standing at the door, waiting, asking where I was. That couldn't be the last thing she remembered. The edge came closer. Fast, too fast. And in that moment, I knew if I stayed in that car, I wasn't getting out. So I made a choice, not a safe one. Not a smart one, just the only one left. I opened the door. The wind hit hard. The ground rushed up and I jumped. The impact knocked everything out of me. Air, sound, thought. For a second, there was nothing. Then the explosion. I survived the crash. But the brakes didn't fail by accident. And when I came back, someone had already started living my life like I was gone. I hit the ground wrong. Everything went black for a second. When it came back, I couldn't breathe. My chest locked, my ears ringing. The world felt far away, then the fire. I turned my head. Slow, careful. Down the slope through smoke and heat, I saw it. What was left of my car? Burning, flames climbing higher, swallowing everything. If I had stayed inside, there wouldn't have been anything left to identify. I didn't say anything. Didn't move. Just one thought, I didn't die. Voices came next. Faint at first, then closer. Stay awake! A man in a white shirt dropped beside me, one hand behind my head, keeping it still. Another voice, faster, sharper, telling someone to bring water. Hands lifting me. Careful, like I might break. I tried to speak, tried to say my name. Nothing came out right. They didn't ask who I was, didn't ask where I came from. They just carried me away. Not to a hospital, just a small house near the road. The air inside smelled like dust and medicine. Old walls, low ceiling. They cleaned the blood, wrapped what they could, gave me water. No questions. I noticed that, even then, my phone was gone, lost in the crash. No way to call, no way to prove I was still alive. And somewhere, while I was lying there, people were already deciding what happened to me. The first night passed slow. Pain in every movement, every breath heavy. But the second day, that's when something shifted. Not outside, inside. He should have been calling over and over. He should have been looking for me, and my daughter, she should have been waiting at the door, asking why I was late. But something about it didn't feel like that anymore. Like time had already moved on without me. By the third day, I stood up, slow, everything still hurting. But I couldn't stay there. I thanked them. Even though I didn't understand why they never asked who I was. Then I left. Every step hurt, but I kept going. And the closer I got to home, the clearer it became. Something was wrong, not confusing, not uncertain. Wrong. Like I was already too late. When I reached my street, he wasn't looking for me. He was sitting outside, like he already knew I wasn't coming back. When I reached my street, I saw them immediately. Not inside the house. Outside. My husband was sitting on the curb, my daughter beside him, 2 bags on the ground. Packed, not small bags, everything bags. I stopped walking. For a second, nothing made sense. Why were they outside? Why were they sitting like that? My daughter looked up first. Her eyes locked on me. She froze, then, "Mama!" She ran, fast, straight into me. Her arms wrapped tight around my waist, like if she let go, I'd disappear again. I held her, hard. "I'm here," I whispered. "I'm here." But I wasn't looking at her. I was looking at him. He hadn't moved, just staring at me. Like he was seeing something impossible, something that wasn't supposed to happen. Slowly, he stood up, took 1 step forward, then stopped. "They said," he started, his voice unsteady, "you didn't survive." I felt something shift inside me. "I'm right here," I said. He didn't answer immediately, just kept staring. "They said your car went over," he continued. "That it exploded." I didn't speak. They told us there was nothing left, he said, same words, almost exactly. A cold feeling settled in my chest. Who told you that? I asked. He hesitated. The police came, he said, but they weren't alone. That landed wrong. What do you mean? I asked. He looked away for a second, then back at me. Your family got there first. Silence. They handled everything, he said, too fast. My grip on my daughter tightened. Handled what? I asked. His jaw tightened. The house. That word didn't register immediately. What about it? I said. He exhaled slowly. They said since you were gone, it had to be secured. Something inside me went still. And us? I asked quietly. He didn't answer right away. Instead, he looked down at our daughter, then back at me. They said I couldn't stay. The air felt heavier. Why? I asked. This time, he didn't hesitate. They said I had a reason to want you dead. Everything stopped. What? I whispered. They said I was the last one with you, he said. That we had arguments. That's not, I started. They had messages, he cut in. Old ones twisted. My chest tightened. They said they had proof. That word hit harder than anything else. Proof. And if I didn't leave, he continued, they were going to call the police. I felt my daughter hold onto me tighter. They said in cases like this, the husband is always the first suspect. Silence, heavy, wrong. And her, I asked softly, his voice dropped. They said if I got arrested, she wouldn't stay with me. Something inside me snapped into place. Not confusion anymore, not shock. Clarity. I looked past him toward the house, my house. And for the first time since the crash, I understood something clearly. This didn't start on that road. By the time I walked toward that door, I wasn't going back to my home. I was walking into something they thought I'd never come back to stop. The gate creaked when I pushed it open. Same house, same walls, but it didn't feel the same. The air felt different. Colder, like I wasn't supposed to be there. I walked up to the door, didn't rush, didn't hesitate. Then I knocked. Once. Twice. Footsteps inside. Fast, then slower. The door opened. My mother stood there. And for a second, she didn't move. Her face drained. Behind her, my father, my brother, all of them staring at me like I wasn't real. Like they were looking at something that shouldn't exist. No one spoke. I stepped forward. They didn't stop me. You thought I was dead, I said. My voice didn't shake. My father tried to say something, stopped. No one denied it. I looked around the house. Small changes, but enough. Things moved, things replaced. Not temporary, settled. You moved in, I said. My brother shifted slightly, didn't answer. We thought you were gone, my mother said quickly, too quickly. So you took everything, I asked. No, she started, then stopped. We had to handle things, my father added. Handle what? I asked. Silence. The house, my brother said, finally, for safety. I looked at him. For safety, I repeated. Things didn't look right, he said. What didn't look right? I asked. He hesitated, then said it. The accident. The fire. Him being the last one with you. There it was. You accused him, I said. No one answered, but they didn't deny it. You threw them out, I added. It wasn't like that, my mother said. It was exactly like that. I cut in. Silence. Heavy. You packed their things, I said. You changed the locks. No response. You told him he'd be arrested. My brother looked away. My father exhaled slowly. You used fear, I said. Still nothing. I stepped further inside. No one stopped me. That told me everything. You didn't wait, I said. Not even a day. That one landed. My mother's eyes dropped. My brother clenched his jaw. My father didn't look at me anymore. You didn't hope I'd come back, I continued. You moved on. Silence, deeper now. And in that silence, everything became clear. This wasn't panic. This wasn't protection. This was planned. And the worst part? They weren't surprised I was alive. They were surprised I came back this soon. No one spoke after that. Not right away. My mother looked at my father. My father didn't look back. My brother shifted his weight like he was about to say something, then didn't. That was the first crack. Not loud, not dramatic. Just silence where there used to be control. Pack your things, I said. No anger, no raised voice, just final. My mother blinked. Slow. Sarah, she started. No, I said. That was enough. No one argued. No one tried to explain. Because there wasn't anything left to explain. They moved quietly. Drawers opening, closets shifting, footsteps across floors that didn't belong to them. I didn't watch them the whole time. I didn't need to. I already knew what this was. My husband stood near the door, not speaking, not moving, just watching, not them, me, like he was waiting to see what I would do next. My daughter stayed close, her hand wrapped around mine, tighter than before, like she still didn't trust that I was really back. It didn't take long. They didn't bring much, because they hadn't planned to leave. That part showed. When they walked out, they didn't look at me, not once. That was the second crack. The door closed behind them, and just like that, the house felt quiet again, not empty, clean. I stood there for a second, same walls, same space. But this time it felt like mine. My husband stepped closer. "You came back," he said. Not surprised, not relieved, certain. "I was always going to," I replied. No explanation, none needed. My daughter hugged me again. This time she didn't hold on out of fear, just because I was there. And that's when I realized something. They didn't lose everything because I came back. They lost everything the moment they thought I wouldn't. Some people don't wait for proof. They show you who they are the second they think you're gone. Please subscribe to our channel and tell us in comments from where are you watching this video.